Griff. Lunch and learn, lunch and learn, lunch and learn with Griff. I'm not going to say it. This is the 17th episode or so, and I've been saying that I need a thing. What's the thing I need? I need a song. Somebody send me a song. Very excited about today. How was y'all's day? How was your weekend? I need to know. I need to know right now. I'm trying to make sure everything is together like I always do, but I need to know how your weekend was. What color are you feeling right now? I am feeling bright yellow. I'm telling you, I'm feeling bright yellow, all the way bright. I'm sunshineable bright. Had a crazy, fun, learning weekend over the weekend. So yesterday I flew for the first, or over the weekend I flew for the first time in 5 months, 5+ months, almost 6 months. I flew into Atlanta on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. when I arrived. My 21-year-old daughter Ubered me to Grant Park, walked around there, hung out, spent some quality time with my baby, one of my first loves, and then went from there straight to comedian Tyler Craig's homegoing. When comedians have funerals, they are the funniest things ever. It was 1,000 comedians there. We had an absolute ball. Don't even know what else to say except it was one of the greatest times that I had ever in a long time. It was very, very funny. Dirty South and JJ and Shouty and a number of people shut it down. Shout out to Angelo, the owner of Uptown Comedy Corner in Atlanta. I believe it was him who did all the arrangements and had the place next to Uptown Comedy Corner. Again, that was just great to see all the comedians there. Left there, my homegirl Ree from New Mercies Christian Church. Ree came and scooped me from the funeral, brought me to my first cousin Jink's house. Stayed with Jinx for a couple hours. Then my son Julian drove over to Jink's house, then drove me to my first event. I haven't been on stage for 5.5 months. That's the longest I've been on stage, off stage in 25 years, 4 months and 3 days. It was bananas. So I got to hang out with Julian. Did the event with Caris Cares. The Caris Cares events, it's a foundation, and we raised $25,000 in 3 hours online for the foundation. At the same time I was doing that, I was doing a virtual comedy show with the Black Economic Expo. Did that, hadn't been on stage in forever, did 2 shows, literally. Left those events and went to go hang out with Kelly Kells, comedian Kelly Kells from Milwaukee, her and her husband James. Me and Larry. Then Sunday morning at 7:30, Larry and I drove to Charlotte, less than 4 hours away, and we taped this event I can't talk about yet because don't worry about that. Then before I left Charlotte, met Kristen, a teacher in Charlotte, and we're working on something right now. Let me tell you something. Oh, then got on my flight. The flight was cool. As soon as I got on my flight, I took a nap, woke up in Houston. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I woke up in Houston. Like, Houston, we have a problem. I looked immediately at my boarding pass because I was like, I know I got on the right flight, and I did not mean to come to Houston. So the weather was super duper bad in Dallas, and they redirected all the flights to different cities, and mine ended up being in Houston. I am looking for the comment area on this. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let me see. I'm not seeing any comments. I want to make sure my comments, we're doing something different today. Different and fun. Fun and different, different and fun. Fun is cool. Oh, you know why? No, there you go. Wrong one. Okay. I got two going on. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I get everybody's comments. It's saying I'm cool on that part. Toggle. Last time I saw something that had to do with online something. Let me see. Streaming look good over there. Can copy link. Reading all this. This is when you really need a real producer, but it's cool. We're going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out right now because I got to get these comments because y'all going to have a lot of comments going on today for the guest that we have. The guest is live chat is what I'm looking for. When I press chat, it says the chat. What is the chat? Woo. Ended embedded chat. Open in browser. That's a lot. That can't be it. I don't know what's going on with it, but I am not going to let this make me crazy because I have a special guest. And as you can see, I have on my South African hat. This is a proper South African. If you go to Soweto, if you go to a Shisinyama right now in Soweto, somebody gonna have on one of these. She know. I believe I got this from Manla Ian. Zone. I believe he from zone 14 or zone 12 or something like that out there in Soweto. Catch me at a car wash. You understand me? With this kind of hat on at Ozone. At Ozone Club in Soweto with this kind of hat on. But I have a special guest. Today we're going to do something that we haven't done before, and I'm going to be doing these often. We are going on a virtual field trip, okay? Since we can't physically go anywhere, kids and adults, I'm taking you there. Behind me, Africa, okay? 1.3, 1.4 billion people, and that you can stick 3.5 Americas in Africa if you crammed them all up. That's how many people you could put in that. But today we are concentrating on the bottom part. If you think you from the South in Alabama, if you think you from the South in Mississippi, I'm about to talk to somebody that's from the southern tippiest tip of a whole continent. They are from the South. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce y'all to my girl, Zama. Zama!
Hi.
How are you, my dear?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Okay, so I have ask me, tell me how, let me see if I can say it right. I want to see if I can say your name right. Hold on. Zamancube.
No.
Zamancube.
Zamancube.
Oh, that hard one. Okay. And the last name?
Ncube. So it's Zamancube. With my last name, you have to add like the kiss, like Ncube.
So Zamancube and Zamancube.
Yeah, Zamancube.
Man, and what tribe are you from in South Africa?
In South Africa, I am Zulu. So
I'm Zulu too. I've been waiting for Marla to give me a sponsor. I just need a sponsor so I can talk to the ancestors. Trevor Goombie. Listen, you don't have to tell me nothing about Zulu. If she's Zulu, she from Durban. KwaZulu Natal. KZN. You understand me? Proper Zulu woman. That's my bad. I should have known that's how you pronounce your name because of Manla's name. I should have already known. So you properly from KZN. How long have you been in Joburg?
Johannesburg.
Like where? I mean, you live in Connecticut.
Where I'm from. Okay, so I was born and raised in Pietermaritzburg, and it's a small city outside Durban. Yeah, I grew up there. I went to school there.
And tell me, in what grades did you complete in South Africa?
So I did finish high school in South Africa, and then I also studied financial accounting in college. And before I mean, I did graduate, but with my graduation, so the crazy thing happened, right? My graduation was supposed to be in February, but they had to postpone it to April. So I came to America without even having a graduation picture.
Wow, and now
Yeah.
you live in Connecticut.
Yes, I am living in Connecticut. It's way different from South Africa,
Hold
but
on,
I
hold on,
mean,
hold on. The biggest difference is it's cold and it's white people. Like that's that is
no,
not.
there's a lot of white people in South Africa.
I
It's just
know
it's cold.
that cold. That is not KZN. That's what.
Oh,
uh,
I say it in like nothing at all.
what do you like about Connecticut, that area?
I don't really like anything because there's nothing to do. Everything is boring. There's everybody just minds their own business. What else? There's nothing in the entertainment industry around here. So
Right.
yeah, you have to create your own fun.
So Zama, explain to me. So you're a kid from South Africa. When I go to South Africa next, it'll be my 25th time going in the last 11 years. I'm South African. I'm an honorary Zulu.
Yes.
Listen, anybody you know, I know. Anybody you can name, I can name. The person who I first came over there with was Fakile Moete, aka
Mm,
Fix from
yes.
5FM. And Fix just put me on. I mean, the first day we got there, the first day I landed, it was the SAMA Awards. So I met every single human being on y'all's whole, in South Africa. But um, I also know that it's not easy to have that dream that one day I'm gonna graduate and then I'm gonna go to America. What sparked that? I need to go to America in you.
Okay, so when I was growing up, I did a lot of theater, especially in primary school. And when I was in high school, so my mom just said, "Hey, you know what, Zama, you need to focus on school." So I had to actually focus on school and leave theater for a very long time. When I was in high school, my mom said, "Hey, you know what, you have to actually study something that's going to be stable as a career." So she didn't want me to study anything about acting whatsoever. She said, "You're only going to be able to study acting with your own money." So that was actually
I
crazy.
know that's right. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me tell you why I love African parents, because they want you to be an educator, a lawyer, or a doctor. You like, but mom, I want to play basketball. You can play basketball after you an educator, a lawyer, or a doctor. And
exactly.
it's nothing wrong with that mindset. And I love how most Africans say, okay, well, I'll just go to school, and while I'm there, I can play a sport and I can still be something. Like, I love that. I love that learning. So then what happened?
And then my final year in college, I thought about it. I was like, hey, you know what? If I do go study in America, especially acting, and I come back, everybody's gonna want me, because
Yeah.
it's just like saying that, oh, she was in America and stuff like that. So I started applying, and the only way how I could actually come here, because I knew that I'm still broke. I cannot pay for my fees in the New York Film Academy. I said, hey, you know what? Let me just go as an au pair. So I applied, and everything was so fast, and I came here. So that's how I actually came here.
So do you get to go? I know you're in Connecticut, but do you get to run to New York sometimes? Like, do you get to shoot to Boston and stuff like that? You know, all that stuff is super duper close, and you can get there by subway and train.
Train. I go to New York very often. Whenever I'm off, I always go there. But I mean, especially because I've been like a rural girl, like not city and stuff like that. So for me to go to the city, sometimes I don't even know what to do. It's just to go there, just to get the feeling of being in New York. I travel a lot to LA though.
Oh, I'm from Cali. Yes, yes. Then
I
that
know it's
come.
amazing there.
So I can tell everybody how I know Zama. My homeboy Monla N from Black Brains. We do a lot of stuff together. He has started doing a Black Brain Academy online. I think it's at 6 p.m. y'all's time, which is about
Yeah,
12
yeah.
Eastern, noon. Like right now, he probably on right now. But he start, doing acting like online and like doing like live auditions and stuff. And I saw you on there. You caught my eye. You were so good and engaging. And Monla was like, "Yo, you the one." So I wanted to have you on the show just so you could walk people through South Africa. Right now, I know we're talking about it, but right now I'm gonna play a video while you're talking to South Africa, and you can just tell me. And what I heard you say that I don't know if everybody caught is you're from the rural area. So right now, go ahead and walk us through South Africa as a kid. When you was a little kid, what did you do? And I'll be showing videos of Johannesburg and the city, and so they can see the cars. And because I think in 2020, if the educators in America aren't explaining to grade kindergarten kids that Africa has kids that look like y'all, and actually they in uniforms, and they ride buses and subways and trains and trams, and like if we don't know that by kindergarten, they are making us ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair and it's not funny. So if you could I'll play videos, but if you kind of just walk us through what growing
Yeah,
up in Africa was like.
tell you before you even play that. So I remember last year when I went to a Jamaican Independence Day like party, and then I met this guy. He looked at me. He said, "Where you from?" I said, "No, I'm from South Africa." He said, "But you don't look African." I was like, "How should I look?" He's like, "Oh, I thought you're gonna be ugly, skinny, and stuff." I'm like, "Seriously?"
Wow.
Ah. He's like, "Because that's what we actually taught at school." And I was like, "Wow."
Wow. I apologize for that ignorance right now.
Uh,
My
okay,
behind me, if you can see right here, that is what's your boy's name? Gareth Cliff. He
oh
was.
yeah.
I was on the Divine Comedy Central Africa show with uh Sankofa's son. KG. I was on with what's his name? Deep Fried Man, and
Mm-hmm.
but I did the Christian bit, and then I headlined on the show, and it's so hard to explain to people that y'all got casinos and but don't let me tell them. Tell us about the rural part of South Africa and what y'all thought, and how that was growing up. Go ahead, Zama, y'all. Field trip, South Africa.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zamancube. I was born and raised in South Africa. At the age of 2 years, that's when I actually started acting, and it was way different from, like, I mean, America. So in South Africa, I was born in a rural place whereby you just see cattle all the time. You see goats just walking around, and let me tell you something. We used to walk naked when I was younger. But when I grew up, I think I was about 5 years old. I moved to a small city outside Durban, which is the name of it's Pietermaritzburg. I moved out there and I went to school with everybody. I mean, Indians, mixed race people, whatever, even white people. I grew up there. It was amazing because everybody was different. We have 11 official languages in South Africa. The main four languages in South Africa, it's English, Zulu, Xhosa, and Afrikaans. Afrikaans is similar to Dutch. So in South Africa, we have a national anthem, obviously, but it also have four different languages. It
Wait a minute,
starts
wait a
with
minute. So the national anthem is in 4 languages?
yes,
And before sporting events and stuff, they play all four
yes,
of them.
yes. We all have to learn those four languages.
So let sing the one in Zulu.
No, it's Xhosa.
Oh, sing the one in closer first.
It's Nkosi Sikelel' Africa maluphakanyiswa uphondo lomhuri naburisa sijobe sayethu.
She freezing.
Nkosi sikelela thina lwayo. And then it says, Eddie Blom fan on say, yeah, man, Eddie Deep Ten fan on say, that's Afrikaans.
I love that. Okay, go on.
Yeah. And then English at the end. Uh,
And what is it in
so
English?
it's oh, let us strive for freedom in South Africa, our land. I mean, I need to know it because when you know when you're singing everything and then you're gonna remember all the words.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's actually like all four languages. And we all go to primary school, high school, and majority will also go to college, but it depends on your financial status. So the difference between Americans and South Africa, especially when we talk in terms, in America we say states, but in South Africa we say provinces. In America we say barbecue. In South Africa we say braai.
Bry.
Yes. And then in America, we leave a lot of meat in our bone, but in South Africa, we even chew the whole bone.
Hold on. It depends what part of America you in. You in Hartford, so they probably leave a gang of meat on the bone. You come to Atlanta or Jackson, Mississippi, or look, Louisville, Kentucky. There ain't no bone. My mama used to eat the marrow out the turkey neck, so out the chicken neck. So we know. Don't do us all like that. That's just where you at.
And in Johannesburg, it's pretty much more like New York. Cape Town is pretty much more like San Francisco, even Durban, because that's where you actually find the beaches in Durban. In
The
Johannesburg, you
beaches.
find, yes.
That was very
In
close to sounding like something else because of your accent. The
oh,
beaches. I need you to say that slower and emphasize that E. The beaches. But you know, so to me, I say Joburg is New York, Cape Town is Frisco, but then I say Durban is like Miami because everybody want to shoot the Durban.
yeah, everybody was Durban. And Durban is extremely hot, just like Miami.
Yes.
Yes. In Johannesburg, you find a lot of mines, there's a lot of minerals there, and you also find a lot of acting. Acting is where it's happening in Johannesburg. Cape Town is very relaxed, a lot of white people, and you find a lot of natural resources around the whole of South Africa because even when you plant anything outside your house, it's gonna grow no matter what. And we have different cultures. I am Zulu, so my culture is different from a person that's also Xhosa. For us in Zulu, if you're gonna have like a birthday, especially when you're gonna be 21, as a female, you are they make umemulo. So they slaughter cows for you, and they actually tell you that you have grown right now, and you can marry if you want to marry. You can do whatever that you want to do. And then for weddings, there's amalobolo, that means negotiation for the bride. So as a man, you actually have to pay some money to ask her for hand in marriage.
Exactly. That Labola. Listen, if the American women find out about the Labola, they gonna be mad. Listen.
Over. It's over. Yes, and every birthday is celebrated just like here. Christmas is also just like here, but we actually spend it with a lot of people. It's not only the immediate family. We spend it with friends, family, and even for any birthday parties, any events, let me just say that it's not only going to be 20 people. It's basically the whole community. Even if the person that doesn't even know you, that knows somebody else, that knows, so everybody is
Yeah.
basically there.
I love that. I love that, Zama. I love that. But then we also need to know who watching this in America. Their Christmas time is like our full blown 4th of July. So it's holiday, it's hot, and they go hang out. Everybody leaves. So I tried to perform in Johannesburg about 2 or 3 times around Christmas and realized nobody's there. Everybody went to where they really from, and they don't come
Yeah,
back for almost 2 weeks.
yeah, that is so true. Yeah.
I want to thank you, and we'll stop the video. That was pretty awesome. Look, what you know about this though?
Oh, the Springbok.
What you know about them rugby World Cup champions,
Yeah,
right?
but they're really good though. I think with all the sports in South Africa, rugby is the best. Oh, rugby and cricket, they always win.
What else do I get to see the rugby. I went to a couple cricket matches. You know how long they are. They not, that's not for the weak of heart. You got to have a whole bunch of other stuff to do if you're going to be doing that with them. I tell you what I tell people all the time. I never been to South Africa and had to tell somebody, went to a restaurant and said, I'm sorry, can you cook this a little more? This is not cooked. This is too pink on the inside. Y'all's food is perfect. The hospitality is like no other. And I'm glad you were able to come on here and talk about your beautiful country. And so what are you working on next? Are you still on your acting dream about to get is that it?
Yes, I am. I mean, full time I work as a CNA now because I mean I have to make money.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to work on, like my papers and stuff like that so I can actually go into acting. So that's why I can't really get gigs right now because of that.
Right. Well, Zama, I'm a fan. I want to be able to help you. Thank you so much for jumping on real quick and doing our first virtual field trip. It was awesome. How can people follow you online and stuff?
People can actually follow me on Instagram, Facebook, on Zamancube_Mncube.
Right. And I will put, let me just put your thing right. Y'all can follow her right there. See where her name is. And because that's no easy pronunciation. That NC right there. I was good with the Zama. That NC is a whole different. That's like that XH on Closer. That ain't no game. Yeah, that is no.
Always say Zamancube. I'm like, nope. You have to make the sound.
Yeah, that is awesome, sweetheart. I appreciate you coming on today. Thank you so much. It meant a lot. You just opened my mind to different field trips and what I want to do with other people, and I thank you for that. You are an actress, you are an influencer, and you are hella funny. How about that?
Really, thank you so much, and please keep on being amazing, keep on being great, because I mean almost everybody follows you now in South Africa. I always talk about you.
Don't get me started with SA. That's my heart. I love you, girl. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was my girl Zama. Make sure you follow her. Follow the Springboks. I'm a Cozy for life. I forgot to ask her, was she I'm a Cozy or was she a pirate? Like, I don't. Hold on. She can still hear me. You a pirate or you a chief? Oh, she said nothing. They all suck. What a girl answer. She's a girl. She's a real girl right now. Thank all you guys for checking us out today, man. Going on this virtual field trip. You know how I do it every Monday, each and every Monday at noon. Half an hour. I'm giving y'all somebody, something, somewhere. And this just made my mind go crazy. So I pray you guys have an amazing day. Take care. Stay blessed. Hope you learned something around lunch.